So I grew up on the south coast of Devon, so I've been kind of in outdoors my whole life. Big mountains kind of started when I was 17. So when I was 17 we went on this school expedition to Kenya, and then at the end we had the chance to climb Mount Kenya. It was like 5 or 6 days of walking uphill, this beautiful mountain, getting to the top. The clouds were swirling around me. I was completely hooked, and I knew that climbing mountains was something I was going to do for the rest of my life. Just time and getting more experience and doing it more and more, and kind of realising that I don't really want to do anything else. So Everest all kind of came about in my last year at uni, so I was studying down in Bristol and studying sports psychology, and for my dissertation I thought of Everest. So for my project I interviewed 7 guys who were summited, looked at their kind of motivation, their ability to control fear, psychological pressure, that kind of thing. And I think it was probably halfway through the first interview, this guy Scott down in London, that I was completely hooked. And I knew that Everest, I didn't want to sit there and write about it, I wanted to go to it and experience these amazing places he was describing, and if I'm lucky enough to get to the top. So in 2012 I climbed it from the south side of the mountain, from Nepal. It's this beautiful route, it took about 2 months, but there's this whole other route on the north side of the mountain that's thought to be colder, thought to be windier. You spend more time above 8,000 metres, it's called the Death Zone, which sounds like a nice place. But this side of the mountain, the north side, it's kind of steeped in so much history. It's that kind of first original route that Mallory and Irvine were in the 20s, and it just looks like a really cool place and somewhere I want to go and experience. And as of yet, no British woman has climbed Everest from both the north and the south side, and I think it's something that definitely needs to be done for women, for British people in general. So I do all sorts of other activities. Surfing is kind of my first love in the outdoors. Mountain biking, rock climbing, ice climbing. I just started learning to speed fly, which is a little bit like paragliding, but you're on a really small wing. Getting up to that kind of height is so draining. Like physically and mentally, you don't think straight. I'd never been above 8,000 metres when I went last time in 2012, so I wasn't really sure how I was going to react, how my body was going to react. But now I kind of know what it's like there, how hard it is and how horrible it is. Yeah, so kind of just to get started, just to kind of take that first step. If there's something like people want to do or they want to experience, then the first bit is always the hardest bit. It's deciding you want to do it and then taking those first steps, whether it's training for it, for the event, or just getting out there and getting experience. So yeah, just to go there and to chase your dreams, because it's the best thing ever once you get there. I guess my perfect day would be either climbing on the north face of Mount Everest on some really good ice route, or going surfing.